The decision isn't yours.
Neither is it yours. That is the point, isn't it? Pathfinder, you're late.
Save the cluster, straight back to work. I get it.
It must seem like that, but this wouldn't be possible without you.
As outposts become colonies, the cluster needs its own voice, a true council.
And while I maintain that it is premature, we must nominate an interim ambassador to represent concerns outside the Nexus. Or rather, you must nominate someone.
Interim ambassador? To what and for who?
To the Nexus. The eventual goal was always a galactic council, but Meridian has accelerated concerns.
An ark has landed. The vaults may make outposts self-sufficient, and we can't claim to represent a sovereign Angara. An interim ambassador would represent concerns outside the Nexus, until elections when we can all step aside.
At the appropriate time.
I can handle a hot potato, but why throw it to me in the first place?
Because we need it to be legitimate.
We can't impose a vote on the Angara. Or even Kadara. Eladin? Won't happen.
But you've acted for everyone. If you endorse a name, some may disagree, but they will trust it as a starting point.
Someone to speak for Helios.
I put forward Pathfinder Hager. I'd suggest you, but someone might think you killed the Archon to elevate yourself. We can't allow the appearance of that. But Hager keeps the position and the timeline in the Nexus family.
The Angara need to help define the process. It's their right. Plus, the Moshai would help solidify relations.
We're already partnered, thanks to your efforts against the Rokar.
All the more reason to focus on our own issues.
If we're going to treat Helios like a home, we need to acknowledge whose home it is. I won't name anyone. I support asking the Moshai to act as interim ambassador.
Meridian's opening day, and we're surrendering how much influence?
That's the point, you colonial ward. Sarah is feeling better? Good. This decision, the policy and protocol, that's not what your victory was about. There's more to life than this.
See, the Pathfinder is fixing it, just like a Pathfinder should.
We're in business. That's much better.
Up straight, everyone. This is the guest of honor.
Like you have to tell anyone that.
Hunter, this is our opening. Let there be some sense of ceremony.
As I was about to say, hello, Pathfinder. I am Chief of Operations, Ayora Pile.
Second Wave Placements Officer, Darlavas Hyperion.
Hunter Carey, Reconstruction.
Darlavas Hyperion, placements officer?
As our developments in the cluster grow more sophisticated, proper matching of sleeper and assignment will be vital. My mission is to ensure compatibility and fulfillment.
When are you changing your name to Vast Meridian?
I keep Vas Hyperion to honor the ship that brought us here, as my godparents would want.
Just saying we're staying.
Please forgive Hunter. He is an ass.
Ayora Pillay, you're in charge of Meridian?
That's a big statement. I will oversee the operations and establishment of our port. Exploration and study of the interesting substructure will be handled by Initiative R&D. I'm told that may take lifetimes. We'll ensure that we have them. That's what I trained for.
Hunter Kelly, can I get some clarification on reconstruction?
Sure thing. I'm tasked with turning this once proud vessel into the future proud human capital.
It's more complicated than that.
No, it's a structural and organizational nightmare. Which is job security, which is perfect. Come back in a year. This'll be a galactic hub. You won't know where the Hyperion ends and Meridian begins.
This is the first I've heard of the term second wave.
It isn't literal. There have been several groups deployed for outposts. Second wave is about the staged evolution of the initiative.
First wave out of cryo, structural support and generalists. Food and fences. Second wave is organizational. Less generalists, more specialists.
More paperwork.
It's needed to rapidly advance. I'm not spending a generation on the range.
Sounds like Meridian is in good hands.
I can only read the reports of how you brought us this opportunity, but rest assured, we will not waste it.
Yes. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Aye, what they said.
Ryder, enjoying the fruits of your labor? You deserve it.
Thanks, Callow.
The Tempest is getting some much-needed service. I was underfoot, apparently. But I wouldn't miss the big day. Meridian looks so different out of the cockpit. I think I understand better why you do what you do.
Thinking of trading in your pilot's chair for some muddy boots?
Not even slightly. I know what I'm good for. I don't pretend to understand everything, but Meridian must have opened a lot of doors. Not all of them safe. I want you to know that it'll be my privilege to keep flying you to them.
It means a lot that you want to stick with us, Callow.
Of course. And keeping my ship is a plus. The Tempest will be pristine by the time you're ready to go. Just point the way, Pathfinder.
You'll get no argument from me.
I'm told you're why I'm
Looking
alive.
good. Well, hello.
Hello yourself.
Eyes front, try not to swoon. I want you.
I want you more.
I need proof. Soon. Well, let's get this show on the road. Meridian looks great, but, you know, been there, done that.
Hey, this was a big accomplishment. It's important to enjoy it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm proud of us. Helios is changing, and will be for a long time. I'm just antsy. Don't want to miss a thing. Oh, I almost forgot. The device we got out of the volcano? Gil thinks it might someday allow me to program real personality into Pock and Zap.
That's all I need. A robot cracking wise while I'm in a firefight.
Oh, you're always so serious. Enjoy the moment. We're here to celebrate, remember?
What am I gonna do with you, PB?
I'll send you a list. For now, you're right. The galaxy isn't going anywhere. Let's have some fun.
What does this mean, Sam?
The language is imprecise, or perhaps too precise, but the potential capacity of Meridian is clear.
Unlimited. Meridian, huh? I see it every day, and I'm still amazed. We're really starting to put down roots. It's wonderful. Did I tell you? The team's working with the Angara to set up a joint research body.
That sounds exciting.
I know, I can't wait. Us helping them helping us. Can you imagine what we could accomplish? I'm getting all misty just thinking about it.
Joint research body, cooperation with the Angara? You're planning a party, right?
Of course. Nothing builds a team like a good whiskey and a laugh. You'd better show up, Ryder. We wouldn't be here if not for you.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Still standing?
Still standing.
Then I did my job. Somehow. Nothing more need be said.
There's one thing. Dr. Lexi Tapero, thank you.
Yeah, that did it. You jerk. Go on. I've a reputation to protect.
Hello, Ryder.
Pathfinder, thanks for the invite to the party.
I didn't organize anything.
Hey, Ryder. So, this is supposed to be a celebration, right? You getting used to any of this yet? Meridian? The dream becoming a reality?
It's a lot to take in. I'm still in the pinching myself phase.
Well, I'm sure everyone here would be happy to line up and give you a pinch. But so you know, I've got the Tempest topped out and ready. You want to blow this hot dog stand? Just say the word. Callow's out there somewhere, time one on. If we're really sneaky, he won't even notice we're gone.
Who's flying then? You?
Why the hell not? I'm a quick study. How hard can it be?
Mess with somebody else's ship.
And how about the Nomad? Just once around the planet.
No.
Ugh, guess I'll just have fun down here.
Honored to see you, Pathfinder.
Glad to have you.
Easy.
A fantastic turn of fortune for the Hyperion. Perhaps one day the Montrealu can expect us.
Hiya.
Kid.
Old man?
This place is something else.
It's just another starting line. Where we go from here is on us.
Well, damn, you were listening to me after all.
Through all the creaking of your old bones.
I sent out the Nakmor scouts. Nearly drowned me in reports until I pointed them at Tan. Told him to be extra wordy just for him.
He'll love that.
He wanted the job, he can have the reports. It's not over, you know. There'll be more Ket and whatever else is waiting out there.
I know, right? It's going to be so much fun.
Crazy kid. Fighting for all the right reasons. You're right, it'll be fun.
Ready when you are.
Pathfinder, here. So glad you're up and around. I have important news for you.
There always is.
Yes, discoveries every day, but this is something we've been waiting for. Listen.
So, white noise?
Sorry, Sam. Active filtering. Initiative Protocol Alpha Alpha to the screen.
Protocol what?
Processing.
Repeating. This is the Ark Kira. The situation is not under control. Note and avoid until further updates. Repeating.
Is that?
The Quarian Ark. And Elcor, Drell, Volus? Hanar, I think. That's some delicate business, putting Hanar in stasis. Point is, they're still out there. The Keela Sia wasn't destroyed.
That's fantastic news. We need to report this right away.
It's good news, but it bounced too many times to trace, and...
That's not a distress call. It's a warning to keep away from... wherever they are.
Whatever's happening, they don't want to be found yet. We have to trust their Pathfinder.
All we can do is wait.
So, Tan says he's gonna let me stick around and help with the...
Hey, Ryder.
What's the word on the street?
Ryder saves the day, Pathfinder of the century. You know, the usual.
Still?
Get used to it. They're gonna name things after you when you die, and probably even before. So we heading out again soon?
Oh, she's all grown up, leaving home, doesn't need me anymore.
That'll be the day. We'll handle my deals on this end while I'm gone.
Seeing you two in cahoots makes me all misty.
You know this is your fault, right? Helping us along? Helios has really turned into the fresh start I wanted, in so many ways. And now with Meridian, we're really going to make this place ours. I can't wait. You know where to find me when you're ready.
Scott, kept a seat for you. In your planet, that's not getting less weird. About time Meridian got a proper grand opening. We all need this. Heard Sarah woke up. How's she doing?
She'd be angry if I said anything but great. Which means... great.
Stubborn as hell. I hear it runs in the family. Hey, know who I just talked to? A second-wave technician, fresh out of cryo. Just had his first sunrise in Andromeda. He couldn't stop crying.
Just him?
Must be something going around. Maybe you're the carrier. We're still outsiders to a lot of people. But this... it's almost home. They haven't given you 5 minutes alone since the fight. Have you had a chance to let it sink in?
Sometimes I just stare out the window, thinking, we did it. It's hard to believe.
I feel you. Just ground under our feet, knowing it's ours. I can't wait for more people to wake up. Enjoy it, Pathfinder Rider. Tomorrow, we're back on the job.
The last thing they said before Cryo was the Pathfinder will see us through. They were wrong.
Pathfinder, I'm told I'm about to get exceptionally busy.
Which, given your health, is unwise.
We all gave of ourselves, Zephyra. It was time. And as this ambassador, I will continue to do so.
I couldn't impose a voice on the Angara, temporary or not.
We've always had a voice. This just means your leaders have decided to listen. Also, don't assume my name brings universal approval. You know how varied our opinions can be. I can't speak for everyone, but I will gladly help create the system that does. Ansala Venjuri, Pathfinder. There is much yet to learn.
If you're expecting a pat on the back, you're gonna be disappointed.
All right, I'll settle for a hug.
How does your crew stand you?
Some people find me endearing. Charming, even.
More like insufferable. But you do get results.
That was dangerously close to a pat on the back.
You're hearing things. This is what I expected. It's better.
Ryder.
Look at this place.
You're why we're here.
Arc Hyperion, departed Milky Way 2185, arrived Andromeda 2819. Current status recorded as Meridian.
Well, narrator guy is getting work.
Please select a topic. The transformation of Arc Hyperion into Port Meridian continues both above and below the surface. This includes the planned integration of Initiative and Remnant technologies, pending further research. Port Meridian is currently powered by repurposed Tantalus drive cores, which require the frequent discharge of static energy. This causes a unique visual phenomena during Meridian's night cycle that has been dubbed Aurora Meridiani.
We got a lot wrong on this trip.
Is your...
Hey, Ryder. How's Sarah?
Much better.
There might be 2 riders around soon. Imagine. The Hyperion's forming scientific teams. Gotta start studying what we have. I may have helped them organize.
It's what you do. Meridian won't know what hit it.
And we should think about what's next. This is a new cradle for humanity. That's a big idea. Bigger than I'd imagined. So maybe building those teams was smart. Small steps to understand all this. Until we're at the top of the mountain.
And seeing the next horizon.
Can't deny it. I'm game for more. With so much power in our hands, you think it'll be okay?
Cora, sometimes you just have to leap out there and see where it takes you.
Yeah? I guess you do. Whatever happens, you gave everyone an incredible gift. Nice job, Pathfinder.
So this is how you all party, hmm? Pretty tame, but don't tell the host I said that. Meridian is amazing, though. You accomplished the inconceivable. I'm grateful to be part of it.
No, I'm grateful. I couldn't have asked for a better team. We created this together.
And exactly what it is, what it may become, I can't even imagine. To think that when we met, the Angara and your initiative struggled to find trust.
The way we arrived on Aya was over the top. You know, uninvited and on fire.
Agreed.
Guess it worked out okay.
Ryder, the Angara will never forget how you saved the Moshai. But more than that, we'll never forget how you fought the Ket beside us. How we destroyed the Archon. Meridian is a new beginning for your people and mine. Together.
It's like a fairy tale. Do you have those? Where everyone walks off into the sunset holding hands?
At a time like this, I think it's strange that you can't resist making a joke.
I can't, so. Jal, our people... Actually, no, I can't.
Actually, I kind of like it.
I don't know if I should have gone.
How's...
Leaving so soon?
Figured I'd leave before I teared up. No one needs to see that.
Some may want to see exactly that, to know you feel the same as they do. I'm new to this role myself. The training didn't cover how to honor your peers. There's no protocol. Your father invented this role, but you defined it.
This is great and all, but it feels weird to be on a ship that isn't moving. We're explorers. There's more to see out there. Let's go find it. Sam, that's...
100% viability on all known UNCs, Pathfinder. Please access the Tempest VidCon for an important update.
Tempest VidCon. All right.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Meridian was mind-blowing, right? But I was so worried I would lose you. Guess that comes with the territory when you kinda sorta love someone, huh?
Guess that makes me feel kinda sorta good.
You know what I mean. Now, Helios will really take shape, and we have VIP tickets. In some ways, I feel like our adventure is just beginning.
Are we getting together later?
If I have anything to say about it.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Lexi, I hear Sarah's doing well.
Think how much we'll get done with 2 riders.
I can't wait to see Ephra's face when he...
Well, Ryder does lead us to.
Think there's anywhere more interesting than Meridian?
If there is, we'll find out. We're in stable orbit. Oh, Gil wanted you to check in.
You're all booked for physicals. No excuses.
Are you sure? I have some good ones.
I'll make sure he goes, Lexi. Thank you, Cora. You're up first, by the way. Shit.
A toast to the vanquished.
You know, before we left for Meridian, I worried it would be yet another setback.
Really? You thought our luck could be that bad? That would have been something like the 4th time.
You never really know with this remnant stuff. There are always surprises. But I'm sure it would have been fine in the end. With you leading us, it would have all come together eventually. I would have followed you to 100 Meridians.
And I bet we would have had just as much fun.
2 galaxies worth.
So my buddy Jill, who, by the way, can't stop singing your praises, wants to have a baby. And, stop me if you've heard this one before, she asked me if I'd father it.
Wow. That's huge.
Right?
What the hell are you going to do?
I don't know. I'm still in the freaking out phase. Would it be totally crazy if I said yes?
I don't think it's crazy.
I mean, we're already family. I get her, she gets me, and we support each other unconditionally.
Wanting to give someone what they want most in the world is love, Gil.
I hear you. And you know I've been thinking about it, Ryder. Becoming a dad. I don't want to just be a donor. Bringing a kid into the world wouldn't be enough for me. I'd want to raise the child with Jill.
Sounds like you know what you want.
Yeah. It's funny, you can think until you're blue in the face. Sometimes you just gotta trust your gut.
I'm very happy for you, Gil. For both of you.
Thanks, Ryder. Or should I say, Uncle Pathfinder.
One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
If I have time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
There's a new task because we hit 100% viability?
It is a significant milestone, Pathfinder. Preparations have been made for some time.
Honestly, it just felt good to secure that for everyone.
Updating objectives. You have a high priority destination.
At Habitat 7, what's going on?
I have been instructed to not reveal mission parameters. Don't be late, Pathfinder.
Maybe Helios flora is more edible now, with Meridian active.
Not again.
I've seen reports of stable orbit stems and plants that didn't have them before. This could be it.
If you do try them, make sure it's not before a long shift this time.
I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Anomaly found. Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Anomaly found. Anomaly detected. Probe away. Getting a scan.
these Angara.
I talk to my family every day. Sure glad I went to school. Record.
You made it back. You always come back.
I was worried about you after the Ket attack.
I wasn't afraid of them, just afraid for you. Everything will change now. I want to start documenting Meridian, and I guess you'll be busy too.
Not everything will change. Not if we don't want it to.
Well then, we'll both have something to hold on to. Meridian. Now that's history in the making.
Everything's reading normal. They're snug as... Oh, hey, Ryder.
Harry? What's going on here?
You're telling him? Oh, can I watch? Please.
Of course.
Got something to show you.
I love surprises. Wait. Are those?
Krogan children. My children. Live in the egg, every last one of them.
Nobody else knows, Ryder. We're keeping this quiet after what happened with that human baby born out here. I don't know what's in store for me, but however this turns out, I'll be part of our future. And so will you.
So, does that make me the godparent?
Don't let it get to your head. We're going to need more than one.
Hope. It's a scary thing. I'll teach them, Ryder, about what we used to be and what we are now.
Just like he taught me.
I talk to my family every day. They can't believe half of what I tell them. The initiative has found...
Pathfinder?
Hello, Pathfinder.
First child born to a Milky Way species in Helios. The healthy human baby, born on a shuttle in space, is a welcome bit of good news after so many lives lost out here. This is HNS.
I'm sorry, Lana. We're just trying to push them around.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone, all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
A ray of hope for sleep-starved residents. Maintenance begins on malfunctioning sun lamps, causing unending daylight in some Nexus quarters. This is HNS.
The operative.
Nexus exiles find a...
I think Lexi wanted to speak to you.
Ready for more tests?
Not again. Lexi, I'm fine.
Sit now, and I'll skip the blood work. Have you experienced any muscle spasms? Nosebleeds? Memory loss?
I feel like my normal self.
You haven't been normal since Habitat 7. Inhale. Exhale. You should know. Professor Herrick approached me about a transfer to the Nexus. Apparently my research on Ket anatomy has been useful to the militia.
You could continue your studies in a low-risk environment.
I turned him down. Truth is, I've discovered I do my best work in the field. And someone has to keep an eye on you.
I'm lucky to have you here.
Yes, you are. But I'm pretty lucky too.
What will the Angara do now? And the Resistance?
The fight goes on. We have to secure Kitasira.
I got a copy of the Nexus's movie library.
Thanks. I'll look through it. It's probably all agricultural learning vids, but there might be something good. I'll keep you posted.
Hello, Scott. Through Meridian, I gained insight into the Jardin, creators of the Remnant and the Angara. Meridian's code accounts for incredible potential and infinite diversity. They weren't achieved. No creator would be content.
You think the Jardin might come back?
Unknown. They abandoned a great work, which you have reinterpreted. Against significant odds, you are home.
Thanks. But what's a Pathfinder without their Sam?
Two halves of a whole. In a brief time, you have suffered, triumphed, and grown. You are a new iteration of yourself, respected and recognized. I have lived it with you. I see why the unknown beckons, what it means to prevail against it. This is how one's humanity is grown. I am glad to know.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why don't Thresher Moors eat comedians? Because they taste funny.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Liam says he's planning a movie night.
That's the idea.
He's putting it off because it didn't seem right after seeing the exaltation facility. But now there's a delay. I had a thought. Every vid's better with snacks, right? I found an Angaran recipe for these little morsels you can make from a local Helios plant, but it's rare and...
You want me to look for one?
Oh, would you? I'd love to, you know, be social and things.
Browse my goods. You won't walk away empty-handed.
Jarl's been asking to talk to you.
I found that plant you wanted.
Great. I'll give the recipe a try when I'm off duty. I've already got ideas for how to jazz it up. And I'll keep working on Mr. I don't like movie nights here to come along.
I like them. I just don't trust our autopilot alone for too long.
About it, we're free to do almost anything now.
Relax on a sunny beach?
Guess you prefer the Tempest to Meridian. Works for me.
Be willing to share.
Did you get my message? Doesn't matter. I have exciting news, and I wanted to tell you in person.
Should I sit down?
Is that another idiom? Or... Yes, of course. Do what you like.
Yeah, it's an idiom that means... Never mind.
I've been offered an advancement in the Resistance. And... my own command.
That makes complete sense. Congratulations.
Thank you. My family is very proud. And so am I.
So when did this happen?
Recently. You know that I wasn't satisfied with my position and direction in the Resistance.
Or life.
True. Very true. Yes. After my successes with you, they see me with new eyes. But more importantly, so do I.
So you get your own command?
It's a covert squad, Tech Ops, commanding a small group of elite specialists that infiltrate advanced kept sites. High danger, high reward.
That's a hard choice to make. I won't stand in your way.
That's kind. It was a hard choice.
Okay then. Should we head back to Aya?
What? Why? I'm not taking the position.
But that's crazy. It's what you wanted.
What I wanted, yes. But not what I needed. Not what I need. With your help, I broke free of expectation. I found my better self.
It's been a pleasure to work with you too.
Funny how chance can change your life in an instant.
I know what you mean.
Your dad would be proud of you, too.
Yeah. Dunno.
So, you're stuck with me now. At least until this all plays out. Besides, you need me.
Don't push your luck.
But luck can't be pushed. It comes to us and... idiom.
Yep.
Shit.
Pathfinder, hey, I was wondering, could you put your stamp on a project? It's for me and Jarl to work on. Call it diplomacy if you have to put it in a budget bucket. Greenlight that research and it's all good.
What's your read on the people we're working with?
The squad and crew? They're all fine.
You must have opinions.
Your opinion's more important. What do you think of your people?
Some people wonder how we make this team work. Some days, I'm one of them.
It's a blur sometimes. I bet Lexi's flagging all kinds of psych warnings. Up to us to figure it out. That's why this is our ship. So we own it. Want to make it work.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
There's only one metric that matters. We have Meridian. We have a home.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Maybe stick with Ryder. Gotta keep working or I'll die of boredom.
For me,
Liam, I signed off on that project.
That's great, Pathfinder. Jarl and Maldarov, we got our gear.
Costa? Ryder?
I'll bite. What's with the gun show?
We're swapping armor, not weapons.
Don't let him tease you. I explained the reference. You ready to go?
Go.
Right. The pattern on your pauldron?
Family honorific.
Can I wear the poncho?
It's a Rofshin. And no.
Why? Is it religious?
Wait, what?
It's personal. You're not allowed.
Because of status or species?
Maybe it's both.
Do all humans look alike?
Some of you sound alike.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought this was about armor. Are you deliberately trying to offend Jarl?
Of course he is.
That's the point. Asking stuff diplomats leave out. Armor for answers.
My turn was earlier. Nexus info packets leave a lot out. I am sorry. Was this not sanctioned?
You weaseling Adi.
Nevertheless. Ryder?
I hope you know what you're doing. I don't need the Nexus breathing down my neck.
Relax. Jar won't complain to HR or whatever Tan thinks we report to. We were joking around and realized we didn't know how to insult each other. Or how not to. Some things are so ingrained they're invisible. We didn't even know the warning sign, so we got it over with. Now we won't do it accidentally. Like when we're trying to negotiate an outpost. Enough of his people want to shoot us now.
Okay, I kind of get the intent. No harm, no foul?
If Jar was offended, I'd be on the floor. I'll take that kind of honest any day. We have a lot to learn. That's part of what our team is for. Better now than when people's lives are on the line. Pathfinder, Bradley says Prodromos is back on track. That Rokar threat made me angry as hell, but it also kind of made me feel like a local.
triumph, Ryder.
Look at those gas clouds. No wonder Meridian stayed hidden so long. We're in stable orbit.
Hey, Scott.
We are here.
Nice to see you, kid. Pathfinder.
Can't say. I haven't been out of station yet.
For hours. Paratemp landing everywhere. Have something in this jump.
Where did you get all this?
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
A moment. There is an added layer of security.
What was it Jian Garson said? The code word is fulcrum.
That worked. This is the last memory your father encrypted, from the final planning stages of Hyperion's departure.
Castus, thanks for calling. Not a lot of people still admit to knowing me.
I owe you. Those were good days on the Citadel, Alec. I checked with my son, Garrus. He works there now, CSEC.
And?
He says the Council thinks Commander Shepard's story is bogus.
Uh-huh. But?
Privately, I've heard they're starting to wonder.
This threat, they're called Reapers?
Shepard's word for them. Something about a cycle, an extinction event that happens every 50,000 years, galaxy-wide. And supposedly the alarm clock's about to go off again.
Unbelievable.
I know. But according to Garrus, Shepard's as level-headed as they come. Takes after you, and ends heaven. So, if the commander says these Reapers are coming, I don't want to be around to see them.
Thanks, Castus.
Take care.
Yes?
I checked around. There might be something to this.
If there is a war, the scramble for resources will be on a scale we've never seen before. The chaos will be monumental.
We should accelerate our timetable.
They will keep the reason quiet. No need to alarm anyone. But the arcs must be underway before any fighting starts. We can't get caught in the crossfire.
Agreed.
Is there something else?
Years ago, you mentioned salvation for a lot of people. You knew this was coming.
I knew something was coming. In theory. Shepard made it real.
And now that you're right,
We'll need a new home. We're going to be all that's left of civilization.
Sam,
Yes, Pathfinder?
track down my kids. Tell them their old man needs to talk. It's urgent. And how is Ellen?
She remains in stasis. As you hoped, it has suspended the progress of her disease.
Make sure her pod is on the Hyperion. Don't use her real name. I'll tell the kids when the time is right. Sam, transfer Pathfinder access. Encrypt memories. There's still hope for your mother.
Mom is here? Alive?
Alec blocked all knowledge of this memory. I now recall his directive to put Ellen into stasis. He hoped it would halt further progress of her disease until a cure could be found.
Sam, this is the best news I've heard in a long time.
It is indeed cause for optimism, although Alec did not want to raise hopes prematurely. This is the reason you were made Pathfinder, to see the process through.
Where's Mom now?
Here on the Hyperion. Ellen is in a stasis pod under a false name, Elizabeth Riley.
So this was Dad's plan?
Alec could not live with the thought of Ellen recovering, only to discover you had died. He sacrificed himself to ensure you and Sarah could one day be reunited with your mother. He was also concerned that what he knew about the Reapers and the Benefactor remained secret. He entrusted you with this knowledge. Additional logs with pertinent information are now unlocked in Alec's quarters.
Now we know what G.N. Garson meant, that something big spooked the Benefactor. It was these Reapers. What do you know about them?
A Spectre operative in the Milky Way, Commander Shepard, launched an investigation in 2183 into the existence of an ancient race known as Reapers. According to Shepard's information, the Reapers invade the Milky Way every 50,000 years to destroy any advanced organic life. Allegedly, this cycle has been occurring for millions of years. Shepard claimed the Reapers' return was imminent.
But why was G.N. Garson murdered?
Recall Garson's words about the Benefactor. Now they're moving 100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for good, but I have my doubts.
What does that mean? Who was, or is, the Benefactor?
Unknown.
That was over 600 years ago. Was Shepard right? Did the Reapers come back?
Additional logs in your father's quarters have unlocked. Their implications are troubling. Your father believed it prudent that you have this information should anything happen to him.
Got it. I need to go find Mom.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way. When studying a dead race, the most...
Your father's personal logs.
We've just arrived in Andromeda. Before the rest of the Hyperion wakes up, I've checked our comms for any signals from the Milky Way. Looks like sometime in 2186. Everything went to hell. We got out just ahead of it. Commander Shepard was right. And so was our mysterious benefactor.
Alec, this is G.N. Garson. For the record, year 2185. It's about Fulcrum. I'm on the Nexus and we're going into stasis for the voyage. Looks like you're already asleep. I'm very uncomfortable with our benefactor, and the fact that we still don't know who they are, and all these lives in our hands. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
Jen, I got your message about Fulcrum. It's now 2819. We reached Andromeda but have no sign of the Nexus. I have the same concerns as you. In all likelihood, the Milky Way... Well, something terrible happened there. At least the benefactor spared us from that. But why keep hiding? Something's off. But we've got bigger problems at the moment. Habitat 7 may be a bust. Finding a home is all that matters now.
Alec, this is Gian Garson. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
This is Paladin Command to all Turian units within range. Under catastrophic Reaper attack. Primarch Fedorian is dead. Ground units are searching for the next in succession. We'll advise when. Everybody get down!
Alliance personnel, please stand by for an emergency flash traffic message.
This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Stephen Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. I say again, Reaper attack is underway. Instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. May God save.
Hello, Alec. This is Liara Tassoni, and the year is 2186. I don't know if you'll even receive this message, but we corresponded years ago. I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your arcs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you remember, the people of the Milky Way as you knew them, could be gone forever. You may be all that's left. Please, don't forget us. Keep us alive in your hearts. And tell your children of the wonders that once were. On behalf of the crew of the Normandy SR2, this is Dr. Liara Tassoni, signing off.
I'm securing these Milky Way reports. This is the only copy and I don't want it getting out. Whatever happened was 600 years ago. Someday we might break the news to everyone if the time's right. I guess we always knew there was no going back.
Temp landing everywhere.
Perhaps we could exchange tech packs sometime.
Well, here's the pod you told me to find. What's so important about Elizabeth Riley?
If you could have one person back in your life, who would it be?
Mom? No question there. Wait a minute. Elizabeth Riley? The initials. E.R. Are you saying?
I saw Dad's last memory. E.R. is Ellen Ryder. He brought her along. Sarah, it's Mom.
Oh my God. How is this possible?
Dad loved her that much. He wouldn't give up. Not even at the bitter end.
For a man not given to rash action, his emotion drove his decisions in the end.
This is amazing. Dad's stubborn streak finally paid off. I could hug him. And then scream at him. He should have told us about this.
Dad was being Dad. I'm just glad she's still with us.
We have to wake her up.
That's inadvisable. Although Ellen is alive, reviving her would trigger the disease, which would prove fatal.
Can't we cure her, Sam? It's been 600 years.
That was your father's plan.
What do you mean?
Alec hoped that in Andromeda, we would discover new scientific insights that could provide answers. Our journeys in Helios have indeed provided valuable genetic knowledge, information that could lead to a cure. But patience is required. For the moment, enjoy the fact that she is still alive, and that your accomplishments will one day save her life.
Just make sure she stays safe, Sam.
We lost her once. No way we're losing her again.
My original purpose was to ensure the survival of Ellen Ryder. It is a mission I hope the three of us will one day fulfill, together.
Liam asked if you could come by.
Drag, tell us the story about the Thresher more again.
Liam? You're working pretty hard.
All the time. Started young. Smart little kid. Got angry a lot. Side effect of giving a shit.
Liam, what's going on?
Everyone fought together for about 5 minutes to take Meridian. Great. But the Kett still what people are. Everyone should have a stake in that. So I reached out. Trying to get resources moving in a real way, bridge that gap like I did with Joe. I can't get permission coming or going. The Nexus, Aya, everyone is all, can't take risks with outsiders. I didn't come here so everyone could be goddamn outsiders.
You're taking on a lot, making all of Helios your problem.
It is our problem. We're not going back. We have to make it work. I wanted this. Everything new. But eventually, it has to be normal. I need something familiar. Can I show you something? Did you bring anything from the Milky Way?
One or two things, but the weight limits were real strict.
I know. That's why I made arrangements. It's a proper petrol burner. 20th century. British. From when that mattered. My whole family works on it together, weekends. Like those are a thing in space. Know what we did? Friends and Hustle set us up good. They borrowed us to transport right before I went into cryo. And me and my father and mother loaded our car into it and pointed it at Andromeda.
It's a nice gesture, but you know you won't see it again.
Oh, it's a couple million years away at standard light. The important thing is, it's coming. And always will be. I don't know what that means.
It means your family, the Angara, this team. We're all lucky you care so much.
I'll probably screw it up, Pathfinder.
Join the club. The screw-up started 600 years ago.
Truth. This will be home. It has to be. I won't let being outsiders stop that.